Yeah.
Bowling fans, what's up? What's up, dude? We have an awesome video today, and it's gonna be great because Joe's here. Look at, there he is right there. We are throwing, I'm not throwing, he is gonna throw the Vortex.
It is the same cover that used to be on the original V2, wrapped around the Game Breaker core.
Ooh-wee.
Super fun.
When this ball first came out, it was crazy popular. A ton of people put holes in this thing. So here we are. You're about to see Joe throw the new Vortex down the lane. Hey Mark, what's next, man? All right, here we go. Let's talk about the layout. I did a 65 by 4 by 50 on this. I know it's symmetric and I know it doesn't matter, CGs and all that stuff, but that front angle, 65, trying to get this ball down the lane. Joe's got a bit of hand.
A little bit.
Make sure the thing wants to get down the lane before it starts hooking at his feet. Keeping that pin at 4 inches also increases the flare. A lot of people think that when you have a 4-inch pin, opening those flare bands up, making that pin stronger, actually makes the ball read more in the middle of the lane and a little bit less down lane because it's burning up some of that transitional energy as it goes through the pattern. The one thing I'll adjust after, the pin, it kind of ends up in his ring finger, so I am going to bring that pin just a little bit down to not void the warranty drilling into the pin, because we don't want that.
Don't ever void the warranty.
We don't want to avoid any warranties, right? So here it is. Here's the Vortex. There's Joe. Here's him bowling. Enjoy. Joe, people are watching you throw the Vortex right now.
Sorry.
Joe. What were your first expectations out of this ball before we did it?
So out of the box, Game Breaker 3 core, older cover stock. The way it was described, it was going to go longer than a GB3, but still have the mid-lane read that the GB3 Pearl was missing. Got on the lanes and wow, a lot of ball. Man, it carried the back end. You'd expect it from a symmetric, but not that much turn every time.
Where do you see this thing fitting in your arsenal right now?
This is a weird release because it's a special edition, limited release. It's got that classic cover on a really great core. It's kind of hard to place it in the rest of the modern lineup. To me, it feels like I've got a pin up Ruthless. The shapes on the lane are completely different, but the overall hook is roughly the same. If you don't like that pin up shape, this would be a great companion to go pin down.
What lane condition does this ball best suit?
I feel like this is a hard question for me to answer for other people. This ball is too much for me on a house shot. I get a little bit outside of 7 and the ball reads quick, takes off on me. But again, I think that's more my style. For me, this is going to be we do a challenge league, Callahan Performance Bowling Challenge League, Sunday mornings. We're currently bowling on a version of Route 66 that's 45 feet.
What was the ratio for that one? I think it's 5.5 to 1.
I think it's 5.5 to 1. There's still a buffer, but not as big. I feel like this ball's really going to blend that buffer out for me. I feel like this will pick up the shot a little bit earlier. This ball will be better on that type of shot for me. A little bit less hand. This ball would be a go-to on a house shot. Like, pull it out of your bag anywhere. It'll be a great way to figure out what's on the lane. You'll be able to find the drive, find the line pretty quick with it.
So you're saying definitely benchmark ball for most players?
Absolutely. I think this is a great ball, especially pin down, which is already going to help blend the lane out a little bit. You could go pin up if you're looking for a little bit more back end, but I think for an average bowler with kind of that tweener motion, tweener hand, the perfect ball to be your first ball out of the bag anywhere.
Final thoughts for everyone watching right now.
So this is hard because this to me is, it's a lot like, it's a swan song. There's been a lot of change in the industry. This is a great way to kind of mark that transition and say this is one of the best cores that they ever produced, wrapped in one of the best covers they ever produced, put out at a moment in time that'll be a nice way to say, okay, that special edition of the V2, that was kind of the swan song of that part of the company's history. If you can find one, buy it. You won't be disappointed in it at all.
All right, I'm gonna jump in here and say I've been in the industry for over 20 years. My family business, 60 years, owning the bowling center, being in the pro shops for like 20. I have a lot of fond memories of Ebonite and all those bowling balls, all those brands, and there's so much. I mean, a whole nother video to even discuss all of it, right? Joe did an awesome job taking us out of that video. He said a lot of cool things that I didn't really just cut off. We weren't really planning on sort of doing like this in a way, like almost like a tribute video to Ebonite, EBI, all the brands, right? There it is. Please comment below and tell us your favorite Ebonite ball or hammer or track or Columbia. I always answer back for everyone in the channel. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification icon so you don't miss another on-lane ball review from Callahan's Performance Bowling. I'm Fred Callahan, we are that, and we'll see you next time.